Hello, what is up, everybody? I am Fr0zd here with my boy Frosty. As soon as I get the camera back on him, there he is.
Hello, what is up, everybody?
I just want to start off first with a sincere apology to everybody that was watching my stream yesterday when it just all of a sudden cut out
Oh God, yeah.
because because I was just sitting here waiting for a game to load and I leaned back a little bit and my shoe hit the cord on my power bar and just knocked everything out. I was gonna launch up another
Oops.
stream last night, but no, I was mad. I was so mad. I was in no position to be launching a stream.
Oh God, dude. Straight up.
Yeah. So we're here now. We're here to break down
Hello.
episode 1
Oh
of
God, yeah.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I just need to change this so it reflects the actual episode title. New World Order. Not odor.
Hell yeah.
Order.
Don't. Jesus. Now we're bringing wrestling into this. No.
Yeah. I need
All right, bringing up all
to
your chats.
alignment, center. Okay. Fix that right there. Okay. Initial
Problem
thoughts.
Wow. What a great action set piece for an entire, couple 40 minutes or so.
More action in the first, I'd say, minute of that show than in the first 8 episodes of WandaVision. And I loved WandaVision,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I loved WandaVision. But
again, like I said earlier, apples to oranges. You're not really. One's a buddy cop
Tony Stark
comedy.
to Hawkeye.
Straight up. Yeah. One's like a supernatural sitcom thriller, horror / hilarious comedy, just a bunch of amalgamation into things, and the other's like buddy cops that haven't even met yet, that have not talked to each other in the entire episode.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was a great first episode. Great way to reintroduce everybody. Before we get too deep into this, just want to remind everybody to check out the links over here, right to the left of Frosty, and go follow us up. I'm at Fr0zd on Twitch and YouTube, and he is at anything_geek on Twitch and AnythingGeek, all one word, on YouTube. Follow us there. Find more stuff. We're there. All the time.
We're there all the time. Straight up. You got to add the Discord link as well to your
to my chat.
Yeah, because we need you guys to hit that up as well if you want to actually talk to us.
Yes.
You just do that.
So
you guys got your own ideas?
I'll let you. While I do that, I'll let you take it away and start us off here.
Yeah. Well, okay, I was going to say on my earlier thought there, they didn't speak the entire episode, but once we get to the one scene in a couple scenes, then we'll kind of explain that one was trying to talk to the other. But yeah, usually we just kick this off with like a breakdown of the episode after we do our like initial thoughts right off the bat. Yeah, like Flawless was saying, the action kicks off immediately.
I stole your camera there to get the Discord link.
That's all good. That is all good. Basically, though.
Okay, we're back.
Like you said, action kicks off immediately.
Yes.
We got Sam in a plane, and what was it? They were going towards Libya.
Yeah, so? they were heading towards Libya because there was there's these dudes at LFU or LAF.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, I think they were called the LAF, and I guess they're these bad dudes that were trying to hijack a plane, and succeeded before Sam even got there.
Yeah, they did. They got the plane.
Yeah, I love Sam's kind of vague arrogance with his response to the military dudes there that are telling him what to do. He's just like, yep, okay, see you guys later. Yeah, now, I know, super covert, blah blah blah, stealthy stealth.
Yeah. Don't make it all the way to Libya, or we will be in their airspace, and it won't be a good idea. They will not like Americans attacking in their airspace.
Crap, I forgot to
So they
change the
didn't.
titles.
Oh my god, dude! Professional streamers say what?
I know.
Nah, you're okay. Everybody does it. It's all good. But congratulations, Sam Wilson. You have now been added to the epic scene of you jumping backwards out of a plane. You join the Hulk, and you join Iron Man. Congratulations. I believe
Yeah.
Cap also
Oh,
did it, but he did it front
give me a
forward.
sec.
He did it like a hero. He never had that cocky, all right, look at everybody, and then fall back. So now, Sam Wilson, you are now added to that list of people looking at other characters and falling backwards out of a plane. So, gold star.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You joined the elite like couple, Hulk and Iron Man and you. But yeah, he jumps out of the plane backwards, facing another character because beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, he starts. He's going towards the plane that was hijacked, and he lands on top, and he does this little peekaboo action into the plane, where he sees that the original pilot is dead, and there's someone in the pilot seat, or the co-pilot seat, I guess, because the original pilot's gone. Either or, vice versa. In there. And he's kind of peekaboo actioning with him, and I love that scene a little bit because it adds some it's dramatic, but it's also kind of hilarious.
Yeah,
And I love
absolutely.
that. It's kind of hilarious. Is this? I believe this is where he gets noticed.
Yeah, so he's like peeking over
Yeah.
the thing, and the guy looks up once, and he gets back. He doesn't see him or nothing, and then yeah, he peeks back over again, and the guy looks up and he does see him, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, what's going on?" And he calls in George St. Pierre. Can't remember what his name is. I can't remember what his name is.
I saw in one of the actually, yeah, I was gonna say side story on this. I saw in one of the subtitles during that part. I believe it was a little after. It actually says George, and then parentheses what he said. And I was like, that's. I don't think that's his character name. I think that's his real name. I don't think they were meant to do that.
Yeah.
I scrambled towards the print screen button and was like, nah, I missed it. I'm not gonna do it again. Whatever.
Yeah, we
If I
could have
notice
gone
something,
back to see it.
right? But it's definitely whatever. It was funny. But, that's the thing. The only time we've really gone back is for like story beats and stuff that we want to like really look into. It's a subtitle flub. Who cares?
Yeah, that's true.
Right. To add to the epic like showpieces and stuff, when he gets noticed and does the whole jump off the plane, spread the wings, and catch himself like halfway through towards the tail. Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, just the way he was flying, and then
looks like he was born to do this.
After he got into the jet or the plane or whatever, and he starts kicking everybody's ass, and everybody's kicking ass. Once he's back out of the plane and the helicopters are chasing him, firing missiles at him, just the way that they've been able to do his flight through all of that is just
it's like he's
so
been
good.
absolutely born to do this.
Yeah.
And it's like that's why he is the superhero Falcon, not just any Joe Schmo who puts on these wings and does something. He actually has these abilities and reflexes, not superhuman, obviously, but I mean, like he looks like he's been born to do this. Like he looks like this is just for him. It's like the way he does anything, you just see that flow to him where he's like, oh yeah. And I'm not going to knock a lot of other stuff, but we've never really seen this much beauty and gracefulness in his wings before. He usually flies.
I mean, he did really well in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, there was a couple good.
Like there
good
was
scenes,
the scene when the missiles are after him. He's trying to get them to blow up the glass so he can get into the helicarrier or whatever the hell you want to call it. Yeah, just the way he like tucks his wings in, goes into a roll, and the missiles come straight in and blow it up. Like that was super cool. But I mean, nothing to the level of what he was doing today.
Yeah, nothing could compare. Like think of like Civil War. He flew into like a punch or kick and then landed.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Yeah,
That was about it.
pretty much it. But no,
Some flying
he was
scenes.
complete
This,
badassery.
this was incredible.
Mhm.
Incredible. We get more Red Wing stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
Red Wing is great. I would totally pet Red Wing.
Trivia. Red Wing was an actual falcon in the comics, like
Really?
for a long time. He was just an actual bird. He was like, Red Wing, go grab that. And he would go, and go fly and pick stuff up and come back. No, this works perfect. This is awesome. Yeah. I believe new Red Wing is also mechanical. Don't quote me. Didn't read a lot of Falcon stuff on his own. I read about his like intro.
I didn't know anything about Falcon until he showed up in Winter Soldier. So
right. Like I've definitely read. I didn't read more than once though. His like kind of Civil War stuff. Really, I moved on, but like it was cool.
I have one comic. I got it from like a free comic day up at Curious one time.
Nice.
And it was but it was like it was Civil War, but it was like an alternate reality of Civil War or something like that. Or Civil War 2 or something.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say Civil War 2 is cool. Captain Marvel versus Iron Man this time.
Sweet. Too bad he's dead.
Yeah, we can't really have a good like faithful Civil War 2 now.
No, not unless it happened in the 90s. Right. But I mean, he wasn't Iron Man in the 90s. He wasn't Iron Man until like 2008.
Yes, MCU. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wild in comics. But did you know that actually? Quick side bit about Iron Man though. His armor set, one of the newer ones, lives in his blood.
Really?
Yeah, it just lives in his blood.
That's
and
cool.
It comes out. Yeah, it just comes out and forms around him, kind of like the nanotech and stuff. But like, yeah, it just lives in his blood now.
I prefer nanotech. That way, I don't have little metal bugs in my blood.
Yeah, I don't like that at all, right? But he does. Whatever, he's killing you.
No, I'd rather just be able to go like boop boop.
Yeah, just have it come out. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hit it like yeah. So Red Wing. Yeah. Before we got all caught off guard there.
Yeah. Before we get into Red Wing, Discord link right down here in the chat. Go there. Join us.
And if you're on Twitch, I believe it's that way.
Is it? I don't.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah. What, does my camera show different? I don't know. I'm pointing to my whatever.
Who cares? Yeah. Red Wing is opening the door with a laser.
Yeah.
And he's like cutting
just
through the door
blasting it with lasers.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then
Red Wing being more useful is the beauty.
Yeah, and then the door flies off, and then instantly comes in Falcon, just perfect timing, just straight in, kick to the chest, just so good.
Oh my God! Okay, here's actually another thing now that Falcon has been introduced to. Welcome to the badass corridor scene. That's basically, it's not one take, but it's basically following them kind of like a one take.
Yeah.
And so you've got Punisher, you've got Cap, you've got a bunch of people in these ones. So like, congratulations, you now have your own badass coming in and just going through a corridor scene.
Yeah, inside a plane, which is so much more better.
Oh, so intense. You want like what? It's like Uncharted, where there's like a plane scene and you're hanging off the plane and stuff, and it's like, yeah, plane scenes are dope. Make it a plane because now it's danger, extra danger. Because you're way up there. Awesome.
Yeah,
we get to see the shield. We get to see his wing shield.
Yeah, that is like the coolest thing.
Blocking bullets and stuff.
Yeah.
But when he does that, a lot of times we don't get the repercussion of this watching Cap and the shield do it. But we have Falcon with his wings. He's blocking the shots. A ricochet kills the pilot.
Yeah. And then sends the plane into not a downward spiral, but sends it down.
It starts
going down.
It's going down. And like again, we don't really get a lot of that kind of repercussion in the MCU so far. Where, like, yeah, if you guys remember Civil War, where they're in the middle of like a populated area and Cap just has his shield blocking bullets, and like, nothing's happening to the people around him.
Yeah.
When in reality, one of those would probably kill a kid.
Yeah, Probably.
kind of thing. It's not. I believe Cap's incredible, yes, but I don't think he's calculative enough to be like dodge my shield, but have it going this way so no citizens are harmed.
Well, I mean, there was the that one part in Winter Soldier where he
Mm-hmm.
with the guy with the minigun, and
Yep.
he lined the bullets up to take out a whole bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got some sort of aim.
He's got some sort of that, yeah. But like we've never gotten the like accidental oh crap kind of things.
Yeah.
And like again, the pilot was a bad guy, so whatever he did.
Yeah.
But the fact that I think that factors into later on in the episode where he doesn't want the shield as well.
Yeah. So after all of that,
Yeah.
he kind of we see him or talking at a like a press conference kind of thing, and
Oh,
just
we're
kind of
still.
or
Do you
no.
want to still get into the rest of the fight though?
Oh
Or
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
airfield?
Totally, totally.
Because I believe GSP comes in.
Yeah, he starts
After
kicking
yeah,
ass.
he just starts just murking hard with his MMA skill. He does disable Falcon at this point because Falcon's in the corner with one shield up, like one
Yeah.
wing shield, which looked incredible as well. I think I like that one more than both because both
I
were
do
really
too.
cool.
But both
But
of
the
them
one was
together
like,
kind of make like a shield
yeah,
shape,
right.
which
It
is
does
really
definitely
nice.
look, which is cool. But I like
Yeah.
the one because it's kind of neat and quick. But yeah, so we got the Vasant, the target who has been captured on the plane. They've strapped him to wingsuit.
Oh, right. Yeah. So everybody's ditching the plane now because it's going
And yeah,
down.
yeah.
And
And Falcon can't do anything about this guy because they're jumping out in wingsuits. And that's just amazing because
yeah, it's so good.
you guys got wingsuits and this homie has wings. And he also jumps out after them. And this is the canyon chase. Go for it. You
Yeah,
got it.
the canyon
Yeah.
chase. I'm
Ah,
bringing that up
beauty.
here right now.
Cool.
So, yeah, and I mean, I've been skydiving before, and the sound that was going on during like their whole free fall scene was like absolutely perfect. Like it's completely quiet but so loud with the wind. Like you don't hear anything but wind, and like the way
Yeah,
that was happening in the show was just it's just so good.
that's all. Such a cool scene.
So
Such a
yeah,
beautiful
they're
scene.
flying through, and like you got four guys with wingsuits, one
Mhm.
guy strapped to another guy with a wingsuit, and then
Yeah.
Falcon's just coming through and flying around. And they go into this canyon, and he like scrapes his wings up against the side of the canyon. You think he's gonna go down, but he doesn't, because
Oh
he's
hell
Falcon,
no!
and he's
It's the
probably got
Falcon
some
baby.
sort of Stark tech in his wings now.
Oh,
And
100%.
yeah, so and then as soon as they all come out of this canyon, this fucking helicopter comes in and just starts shooting at that Falcon, and then he launches out Red Wing again. And
Oh, and Red Wing is hacking.
oh yeah, Red Wing is packing. Red Wing's got bullets. Red Wing's got missiles.
I love it.
Yeah,
Like that
so
whole
good.
scene when I think I've always just loved like little stupid sidekick characters that aren't like actual things. So like it's just a little robot dude. But the fact that he's just packing heat makes me like, oh, look at his little personality.
Yeah,
Packing
yeah.
heat.
He's got
So good.
lasers and bullets,
Lasers,
missiles.
yeah.
He's probably got like drop bombs.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, he's probably packing 2D9s. And like the fact that it's all probably Stark nanotech, keeping it all like shoved in there, so it just builds a missile, sends it out.
Yeah,
Because like,
I don't think it's nanotech yet though, because I mean, Tony's
I don't
dead
know.
and he didn't really
I'm just trying to explain
teach
why he
anybody
opened
the
the bottom.
nanotech stuff. So
I'm just trying to explain why there's a scene where Red Wing opens the bottom and like missiles come out, but then
yeah,
earlier he opens his bottom and a laser came out.
yeah.
I'm
So
just
yeah,
trying
and
to
then
in my head canon fix that.
yeah,
Oh
so
yeah, yeah.
helicopter's down,
Oh
and
god. Okay. It's like
oh
people are dying. People are dying
yeah, oh yeah,
in the
yeah.
in
Lots of
these
people are
scenes.
dying. Like the first 6 minutes, and you've already got like 8 people dead.
This is Marvel we're talking about, where heroes do hero things and yada yada yada, and like people get in trouble when all
No,
this collateral
this is
damage.
the Air
No,
Force.
he's straight up murking people and
Yeah,
he chucks one guy into a canyon rock and obviously breaks his wingsuit, and he falls. He probably falls for a good long time.
Oh yeah.
He's dead. He's the amount of helicopters that explode, like you were saying. It's the last helicopter left. There was a couple helicopters in there.
Yeah, there was a
Gone.
good few of them, and then the
Yeah.
plane. But I mean, I think what 2 guys died in the plane.
Yeah, like the pilot
Yeah, the pilot and the original pilot.
and the original pilot. Yeah.
That was about it.
So yeah.
Yeah,
last
so good.
chopper though. Last chopper.
But yeah,
though.
yeah. So he gets the last chopper, and then or no, there is still one more chopper that's got everybody in it, because they all finally flew into the chopper with the what's his name again?
George St. Pierre.
No, the V name.
Oh, Vassant.
Vassant, yeah, with Vassant, and then Falcon, and the camera pans over, and then there's just Falcon sitting on the seat in the helicopter. He's like, "What's up?" And he starts kicking more ass.
So good.
Yeah, throws Vassant out of the plane or out of the helicopter, and then flies out and grabs him and takes off.
But during that part, one of the big little like tense moments was Falcon was talked to by the guys on the ground, saying that they are getting into Libyan airspace.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, he's running out of time to get this guy because okay, so George St. Pierre has just jumped out with Vassant, and now Falcon's after him. And yeah, that's when he gets told that they're on their way into Libyan airspace, and Libya don't like that.
No,
Libya don't like that a lot. So I mean, fast forward, he does it. He gets some. GSP's dead. So far as we know.
His poor little. Nah, he's all right. I swear he's all right.
He's got to be. I mean, he came back from Winter Soldier, so.
Right. And he was screaming while falling, but he still had an air suit intact, so I'm sure he would have used and a parachute.
He hadn't launched he hadn't launched his parachute.
Yeah.
Falcon only got one of them.
Yeah. That was a great scene as well.
Yeah, that was cool. Just flying out and just like rip.
So good.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, when he was smashed through the canyon, that's when
GSP doesn't die. He gets into another helicopter.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm gonna stop watching it because my notes.
I know.
I'm trying to watch it with you to try and like you're saying, but I'm like, nah, dude, my notes have got this. Yeah. But yeah, no. During the attack in the canyon, the chase scene, he I think his thruster. That's what goes down.
Yeah, his thruster gets taken out, and but I mean, he's got countermeasures that'll reroute the power to bring back his thrusters. So like, he's flying away from missiles, like lots of missiles. Lots and lots of missiles, and that's when the guy on the ground. He's like, "Oh, he's outnumbered. He was always outnumbered."
He literally, like, yeah.
Since the beginning, he landed on a plane with 6 dudes in it.
Alone. Yeah. What are they gonna?
What did we say during the episode? It's like the Avengers save the world. It's never just one Avenger that does everything.
Yeah, why not just like give him somebody? Just be like, is Bruce Banner doing anything right now? Can we chuck him at the plane?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, where's Bucky? We're getting there.
Speaking of, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, because we've noticed at this point. It's like, hey, there's no Bucky yet.
Right? Was it a captain or a lieutenant? What's his face? Vassant.
I don't know.
Okay, because I was gonna say, after he saves them, Vassant, we cut to what is it, Tunisia?
Yeah.
Or Tunisia?
Yeah, I think it's Tunisia.
Right. Okay. And we get Sam, and I believe him as well, like Vassant, right?
No, not Vassant. It was the dude on the ground.
It was ground dude.
Yay! Yeah. This whole time it's been ground dude. Like when we get later on in the episode, but he gets like I said, boot fucked.
Oh God, I knew that. I obviously could.
Yeah, no. He's sitting in the like the plaza or whatever with that guy.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know where Vassant is at this point. I'm sure the government's got him or something.
Right. Yeah, he's working on Red Wing at this point because he got a little damage too, and
Yeah,
so did his
yeah.
thrusters and stuff. So
So man on the ground, he tries to give him some points. He's like, "Can you not? Can you not mess with my Red Wing? Because every time that you Air Force guys get your hands on it, gets all glitchy."
oh God, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, Sam does his own work on his
Which is good.
machines, which is good because I wouldn't want anybody doing work on my shit, especially when I need to fly.
That's kind of super important.
Yeah.
Flying. uh, double checking the name.
So yeah,
Nikita, if you know.
now's when we
Yeah.
find out, like while they're sitting in this plaza eating or fixing tech or whatever, we find out about these world smashers.
Flag smashers.
Flag smashers, that's right. But their
Yeah.
symbol is a red hand with a globe in the center.
Right. Kind of
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, and they wear masks with a big red handprint on them. So we
Oh
don't really
God.
know too much about them now, besides the fact that they believe that the world was better during the blip, and they are just kind of, I don't know, stealing shit
Anarchist,
now. Yeah, yeah,
basically. Yeah.
pretty much.
They're basically like nutty anarchists that just want to bring things back to the way they were within the blip, like you said. And that's like, we get an awesome
Yeah,
scene. We get an awesome talking scene there between our bros here, and the fact that like there is because to the common populace, Captain America just kind of vanished, and people say he died.
yeah.
So like,
So I don't really know what's going on there.
right, conspiracy theories have came up
That
in
he's
the
on the
MCU.
moon.
He's on the moon.
He's on the
Why?
moon.
Yeah, Cap's just
And
on the moon.
Sam flew him there.
Yeah, and Sam could have taken him there. You know, the guy who doesn't wear a helmet.
Yeah, that can't go to
Sam,
space. That doesn't
Sam,
have thrusters that will get him to space. Because,
that I don't think
they
has
have an
actually gone to space
atmosphere.
yet. Yeah, I don't think he has actually gone to space yet either. Because we get like Iron Man's team going up into
Yeah.
space, and there's that whole like, has anybody ever been to space before? And like, with their hands up
Don't
and like,
puke in my ship.
you're right. Homie was blipped at this time. He's still an
Yeah.
Avenger who's never been to space, like at all yet.
I think he'll get there.
I do like the implication that the Avengers didn't just say, I mean, yes, pandemonium and like people going crazy and whatnot, topical, but the Avengers didn't just come out and say, okay, we fixed everything with fake pseudo time travel. Cap went back and now he's old and he retired.
Yeah,
I
I
guess,
don't
no, I
think
guess
that I
they don't
don't think
want
the
him to.
populace is gonna buy that. For
That
one.
makes sense, right? But
Like, I mean,
he's on the moon.
the world's seen some pretty unbelievable shit, but I think
That's still
time
iffy. Yeah.
travel
I
and
think that's
Cap
no, I get
being
that.
like 70 years old, but also like 170 years old.
God, yeah, straight up, 2
Because I
lifetimes
mean,
is
yeah,
bullshit.
because I mean, the guy's lived two lifetimes. So like, you think he was born in like 1919 or whatever. It's now
In 2 timelines.
2023, so he's
Yeah.
already over 100 years old there. And then you
Oh
go
God,
back
yeah.
in time to the 40s to go live the rest of your life with Peggy. So that's another like
Mm.
70 freaking years.
Oh
Like, the guy's
God, yeah.
170, 180 years old now. He just wants to be
So then
left alone.
that makes sense too, especially because he said left alone. I think that's probably another reason why they did that, to just let
Yeah.
Cap have his piece.
Yeah. But I mean, nothing's going
So
to stop
that
the
makes sense.
conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, he's on the moon now. He's
Yeah.
just hanging out with
Hanging out with Nick Fury and
yeah,
Photon and
and like the Thunderbolts and stuff like that. No, I think that was actually. Oh my God! Here, one damn second here.
wasn't
Actually.
that one of the theories that we were talking about last week?
Yeah, because they do come from the moon. Holy crap! My brain just
The
went.
Thunderbolts come from the moon.
They don't come from the moon, but that's where
Wow.
their base of
Oh,
operations
okay.
is. It's not like saying that there's somebody up there, because obviously there's no one up there right now. Because if there were Thunderbolts, they wouldn't make a moon base and then show up. They're gonna have a reason for that. So I'm thinking like that's just like for comic book readers to be like, wait a second here. Hey,
Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts.
yeah. Because like, oh my god, yeah. Oh, so I'm gonna lead this in for you, and you better get it. Falcon. Sam Wilson says he has stuff to do in Washington, and Buddy asks him what he's got to do there.
And he's like, moon stuff.
Moon stuff. So
and
good.
then that's that scene, and then that leads into Sam talking in front of like the I don't know
Yeah,
the Captain America Museum or whatever the hell it is.
yeah, at the Smithsonian in Washington.
Is that okay?
There we go.
I should have fucking known that.
We get a little cameo in the
yeah,
crowd.
we get a little cameo from Rhodey.
Yeah.
We get to see him for like a whole 2 minutes.
I'm so happy for that actually because
I know I love Rhodey.
In the series. WandaVision. No, I know. I'll say Evan Peters was, but you shouldn't have hyped up yourself,
so mad
Paul
at
Bettany.
So mad at you, Paul Bettany.
You should have been way more cocky with it, like he's one of the greatest actors ever, and blah blah blah. And then we would have been like,
you guys are gonna have your minds blown.
Oh, minds blown. Hey, but yeah, Sam.
Yeah, so we get this big, heartfelt message from Sam about how the world, or the symbolism doesn't mean anything without the person who props up that symbol, and with Captain Rogers being the man that propped up the symbol of the shield.
Which is, I believe, where our points of view kind of differ, because I'm more on Rhodey's side, where it's the idea of having a Captain America.
Like, yeah, I love Steve and that's I think our first conflict here in our breakdowns is I believe that Cap's shield belongs in the Smithsonian under lock and key because Steve Rogers was Captain America and should be the only Captain America. I commend Sam for not taking up the moniker. Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't like what happens at the end of this show.
But why was Steve Rogers Cap in the first place?
Because he was a super soldier.
In the first place, with like several months of him doing propaganda tours where he's punching a fake Hitler in the face.
But he is a super soldier. He was injected with a serum. There is no reason why some regular ass dude should be able to put on the suit and wear the shield.
Nobody said they weren't super.
We don't know this yet. So far, he's just a regular ass dude.
To me.
But not to you, because you've read into this. I don't know nothing about this super agent U.S. man.
Yeah. He's a super agent U.S. man.
Jesus.
We get this exact conversation with Rhodes and
yeah, basically.
The Cap's like new and improved like exhibit, because we've seen his like exhibit before, but this one's got holograms.
It's got the bike. It's got the first shield. It's got and actually, I'm seeing here now. There's a memorial to the blip. There's a panel here that says The Vanished, and it has a whole bunch of names. And
what name? I'm looking to. What name we got?
We don't have Lang. I'm in the L's here, and we don't have Lang. Maybe they took it out because he came back, and he was never blipped in the first place.
He was saved by a hero rat who needs to be in the MCU eventually.
No, you know who that rat was? You know who that rat was?
Who?
Master Splinter.
Donatello machines. Let's go.
Yup. Master Splinter, you're small enough. Go crawl up there and hit that button up there. Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga. So we cut to Russia.
Yeah. So
And why are we in Russia?
because well, we're in this cool looking palace building thing. And there's some dudes just like, guarding it like they should be. And then a
Amen.
metal fucking arm comes reaching through the wall and
Ooh,
starts beating the crap out of dudes. And who is
way to
it? It's the frickin' Winter Soldier.
straight up Winter Soldier, not James Bucky. None of
Nope.
that.
Nope. Nope. The Winter
Full
Soldier.
out, beautiful
Full
hair.
out. Yeah, yeah. Big flowy hair. Not like this guy above me. Yeah, yeah, totally indoctrinated, totally brainwashed, just beating the crap out of these. They looked Russian, but I
It
mean,
was,
where we're getting to later on in the show, the guy was like Chinese.
oh, they say he was working abroad.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, he's just beating the crap out of dudes, and he comes on this Chinese guy that's trying to get through a locked door, and he's fumbling with the keys, fumbling with the key, and he finally turns around and he looks at the Winter Soldier, and he's like, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. I didn't." He
And
kept saying, "I didn't see anything," and yeah, Bucky's like murdering people.
he throated a guy
Yeah.
with a knife.
Yeah.
And that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in the MCU, I swear
Yeah.
to God.
Guns a-blazing, punching
Like,
people across the rooms, picking them up by their throats, and
oh,
yeah, just destroying them.
badass.
So like we get this like scene ending like gunshot transition thing where Bucky holds up the gun to the Chinese kid and scene change.
Yeah. And
And
then we,
it's Bucky in 2023
yeah.
waking up from a nightmare, we assume. If not
Right?
just
We're
a
assuming
flashback.
that was
We're assuming it was a nightmare because
the
he
way they framed it.
yeah, because
Well,
now he's waking up kind of whoa, and then goes to his therapist.
that's a super interesting topic, really quickly, though.
What?
Were we just like shown that as a flashback and it tied into it that way, or were they trying to
Oh, good
explicitly
idea. Did he actually have a nightmare? Is he actually lying to the shrink? Or was that just a
right?
flashback to lead us into where we're going to get here in a couple of minutes?
Exactly. It just so happened to be like when he wakes up all because I you can do that with post traumatic stress disorder and not have a nightmare. You could wake up hyperventilating and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great lead into like the scene with the shrink. So like yeah, he's talking to
He's
his
talking to the shrink. She's like super kind of condescending. She's kind of a bitch.
I like
But
her.
she's straightforward. She's
Yeah,
straightforward and doing her job.
she's
But
doing it well to a guy like Bucky. I think she knows how to talk to him, right?
you think she's dealt with previously brainwashed super soldiers
Oh
that have
god,
gone
no.
around the world killing hundreds, if not thousands of people.
But she's a therapist.
I
She knows how
guess,
to-
but I mean, they don't really prepare you for this situation.
She's a really good therapist. Okay?
Okay. Maybe she was Cap's therapist after the blip.
Maybe she just thought to herself, "I'm a therapist, and this guy is a brainwashed super soldier psychopath. Here's how to talk to him." She did say she was a soldier.
That's true. That's true. So maybe she's dealt with some shit.
She could have. She could
Yeah.
have been. She just knows how she's probably never dealt with like a guy like him, but she knows how to talk to him because she might be just really good.
Or maybe she's kind of been through sort of the same thing. Maybe she was a covert
Right?
operative that killed a lot of people, innocent or
Can we?
guilty.
Are we gonna get a mini series of her?
Super agent shrink.
Oh my god, I'm down for it. She's like giving people sweet advice and then beating them over the head with a clipboard.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah. So anyways, the shrink. It starts off with the shrink asking Bucky if he had a nightmare in his in his sleep, obviously, and he's like, no,
yeah.
no nightmares. And then she starts going off about how like he's like making amends on his list or whatever, and like he's got a whole list of people and he's like going out and actually carrying out making amends with these people, and flashes back to this. Was it a senator or something that he was
Yeah,
helping, that he helped get into office, and then even after she was in office, uh,
'cause she was a low key Hydra agent.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. She was
Yeah,
a long time low key Hydra agent, helped her get into office, and then she's continued to abuse the power that he gave her. I think that's what his words were.
yeah, and
But he's
quick,
really snide about it.
yeah. Oh God, yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah.
Bucky boy.
Yeah, so like it flashes back to her, or to the her sitting in the car talking to this guy. What?
Oh, I
What?
was focusing.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait
Yeah.
one second.
Oh no, my bad. I
Yeah,
was my
so yeah,
camera.
she's talking to, I'm guessing, some hitman or whatever, because she's trying to get somebody killed, and then Bucky like smashes through the window. He's like, "Remember me?" And
Oh,
that guy tries to pull his gun on Bucky. He's just like, "No, smack!" But like in between all this, I guess there's like three different rules that he has to go by to make his
yes,
amends. I can't remember what the first one was.
nothing illegal.
Yeah, don't do anything illegal.
Yeah,
He bugged her car with
which
a
was
remote
sweet.
control thing. Yeah, he's got this like remote control like data pad thing that he's driving a full size car around
Yeah.
with.
If we could just
And
like do this in real life and then just play RC car with real car, I'd be so happy.
yeah, exactly.
I'd make some sweet tracks and oh,
Oh, Rocket League.
straight up,
Yeah.
straight up.
So yeah, and then
Uh,
so he like smashed the guy in the face with the gun, and just before that, she's like, in rule number 2, it's a big one, and then he's like, well, why isn't it the first one then?
no, well, at first, like, and what's rule number 2? He's
I was
like,
like, oh,
well,
I can't remember what rule number 2
I don't
was.
remember. Yeah, and then she's like, come on, it's a big one. No one gets hurt, and it cuts to him
Yeah,
like you
smashes the guy in the face with his own gun.
knocks him right out clean.
Yeah,
So that
yeah, and then what was rule number 3? Because he that's
that's
when he
where
gets
I'm.
super
Yeah,
kind of snarky with her. He's like, yeah, of course I fulfilled rule number 3, and that was what was it? You have to flash through here now.
yeah, because I was gonna say that's when she says what was rule number 3, and then he admits to her, "Hey, this is my name, and you're one of the people that I want to make amends with." And then he walks away, and it
Oh,
pulls back.
that's right. Yeah,
And
the whole point of
yeah,
rules 1 and 2 is to get to or is to fulfill rule number 3 or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah,
Rule
here it
3.
is. He's like, I know
Yeah,
you're a cynic, Doc. Of course I completed rule number 3. I'm no
yeah,
longer the Winter Soldier. I am James Bucky Barnes, and you're part of my efforts to make amends. With a smile at the end. And I just
yeah.
love that. And then sirens start blaring, and all these like undercover cops and SWAT team come rolling in to arrest the secret Hydra agent or whatever. And
Right.
yeah.
So we're back in the therapist office here,
Yeah.
but the part is that gets me really cool is after she says to him, "Do you trust anyone?" or yada yada, and he says like, "Yes, totally," and she asks for his phone.
And he passes her a fucking razor.
Straight up, like,
Like this is 2023, man. We have phones that look like this now with like
it's not like he
full on
literally
touch
just
screens.
controlled a car with like a tablet thing.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's like an old man and I need my technology and blah blah blah. It's like
But we
no.
kind of get to something like that
Yeah,
later.
exactly. But like it's like nah, dude. He
Yeah.
literally also just used some like 2023 technology. So give him a nice phone, please. God, give him
Yeah.
a touchscreen.
Oh,
Is the Marvel
exactly.
universe? Have we ever seen like a lot of phones? Yes, we've seen Iron Man's.
The only
And
time
here's
I
what's
ever saw a flip
beautiful.
phone was the one that Steve sent him after Civil War.
And he didn't even. So like that wasn't even that one,
He
was
never
it?
even used
Was
it.
it that one? Was it
Hmm?
that one?
What, the one in
Right.
Infinity War?
Yeah. Like I don't know. Is it like the
Yeah,
same
because
phone? Like
that was the package that he got at the end of Civil War.
oh, never
The
mind. No,
package from Stan Lee, Tony Stank, for Tony
Tony
Stank.
Stank. For Tony Stank. Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
he's
mind.
like,
That's something different, but nah,
oh,
we'll move on.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, yeah, totally irrelevant fact, but he has a razor.
He's so funny though. Ah, the
Yeah,
old
but
man.
anyways, the shrink says that he's barely got 10 numbers in his phone. He's ignoring texts from Sam, and
That's what they're. See,
then that she's the only person that he's talked to all week, and that's really sad. Then that's when I said, no, the fact that you have a razor is really sad.
yeah, we all laughed. It was a great time. But that's what I was getting at earlier when I said about how like they've never really talked to each other. But there is a part where one tried to get a hold of the other. Like we in this whole episode, we never got a Bucky and Sam conversation at all.
No, we didn't actually.
Sam has definitely been trying.
Yeah, he's been trying to reach out to Bucky because Sam lost his best friend, Bucky lost his best friend. Well, Sam lost his mentor, Bucky lost
Yeah.
his best friend.
Oh, do you mean
I mean, Cap.
do you mean Sam lost his right hand man?
On your left.
Dude,
Oh,
we both
shit. There's
brought
so
that up.
many on your left references here too, because no matter what, no matter where Sam was in comparison to Cap's shield, he was always on the left.
Even when he's putting it in the art case at the very beginning of the episode, he's putting it towards his right side. So
Yeah, and then when
it's
him and
kind
Rhodey are
of
talking and they walk up to it, and the shield is on Sam's left, and then he turns towards it, but it's always on his left. Always on his left.
he was his right hand man. He was his boy. They were like he was above him to the point where he just aspired to be him.
Yeah.
But now he just
He doesn't want to be
that.
him. He just wants to kind of follow
Hold up
his message.
Yeah, and then keep his kind of legacy and message going.
Yeah, exactly. As Steve Rogers.
Hell yeah. For now. I
Not John Walker.
Hey, to me, he's not gonna replace him. I just like what he turns into. Okay. So a really sad little quote from Bucky during this scene too is where he talks about like it was calm in Wakanda.
Yeah, he's like I had this one little period of calm
Nice.
when I was in Wakanda. But ever
Yeah.
since then, I've just been running from fight to fight for the last 90 years.
Right? And that breaks my heart because of just everything that has like happened with Wakanda and stuff.
Well, yeah,
right?
because I mean, war's over now. Earth is safe, and for now, and yeah, so like he has nothing to do.
He's a soldier
There's
without a war.
no fighting. There's no Avengers for what we know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're all talking about like having a new hero and stuff like that for America, and where are the Avengers?
That's the thing, right? Like
I mean,
doing
yeah, Tony's gone.
Wanda's
Natasha's
crazy.
gone. Wanda's crazy. Vision's dead.
Gone for now.
Sorry if everybody hears the screaming children outside my door. There's screaming children outside my door.
Straight up.
Yeah.
You just open the door. The light is on. I am recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Try to make metal.
Maybe I do need to buy some soundproofing things. Not to keep the sound out from around my door.
Right. Yeah. After this whole situation though, it cuts back into where we get the location of where he is, and it's in New York.
He's in Brooklyn, hanging out with Spider-Man.
Which I was gonna say Spider-Man's I remember that Spider-Man's is definitely Queens.
Yeah.
But I like the scene in Civil War where Cap and Spider-Man are talking.
Yeah, he's like, where are you from?
Queens. And then Cap goes, Brooklyn. And kind of like, it's like, beautiful. Yeah,
but before all of that, Bucky kind of calls out his shrink for being a bad shrink. And then that's when she reveals, like, I was an excellent soldier. And I've seen this shit like this happen to people like you, and blah blah blah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a great shrink. To me, she is fantastic. She knows how to talk to him, and that's a huge thing. She's not just doing the whole, I'm your therapist. Tell me what you're feeling. She just knows how to like get him to a personal level by talking to him on the way he needs it.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
The way a shrink should be.
Yeah, so when we pull out and figure out where we are with Brooklyn, we meet characters with like the two best names I've ever heard.
Yeah, Yori and
Yori
Unique.
and Unique.
It's like Monique, but with a U for more uniqueness.
For more, obviously, he gets it. We're probably never going to see this guy again, by the way.
No, probably not. But I mean, it's basically this old Chinese
Unique.
guy and named Yori, and
Yeah.
this guy named Unique, and they're fighting about whose garbage goes in whose can. And that's when Bucky comes in.
Narashima?
Hmm?
Yori Narashima or something like that?
I just had it here. Mr.
I can't remember. I just picked a random
I'm
name.
there right now, so Nakajima.
Nakajima. Oh, it's so close.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
so Mr.
okay.
Nakajima. So yeah, anyways. Yeah, they're fighting about garbage, and Bucky comes in and breaks up the fight or whatever, and then him and Yori go to lunch. And that's when Mr. Nakajima, aka Yori.
Oh, we're not there yet.
Aren't we there yet?
I believe with the that doesn't it cut to Louisiana for a bit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh no. It does go straight to lunch.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just a quick little scene where they talk about how. Oh no, it is a pretty powerful scene actually. So that's where.
Oh yeah.
Yori talks about how his son got murdered and how he loved the red bean mochi, and he's getting all sad. And it got really sad there for a minute. And he talks about how he died and how the cops never told him how he died, and how he was traveling abroad in China or in Russia, and yeah, they basically just told him wrong place, wrong time.
Which
he has no idea how he died, but
we saw it.
Yeah. So the guy at the end of Bucky's nightmare flashback thing is Mr. Nakajima's son.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Bucky right there was just now finding out.
But it
like putting the pieces together and just now realizing like, holy shit, I killed his son. Or if he's... But I mean, he was already on the list, so...
I think he's always known. Yeah, he's always known. That was just reminding him and bringing back like the PTSD where he's like, yeah, I really want to just look at you and tell you right now that like it was me and I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, kind of reminiscent about how when Bucky killed Tony's parents.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because even like when Tony asks him, he's like, do you even remember them? And then Bucky's like, I remember every single one.
Yeah, every single one. And that's another one right there.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Sadness.
Delving into PTSD is weird.
So, to make everything happier, Old Man Yori sets Bucky up on a date with the waitress at the sushi restaurant or whatever.
Super cute.
Yeah, super cute.
She definitely has a fun vibe when we like meet her later. Like she's cool. She's very cool. I like her. I really enjoy her. I can't wait to find out she's like the daughter of like someone evil and she cuts him open.
Daughter of the Mandarin.
That's exactly what I was thinking because
Mandarin was a white guy though.
Yeah. No, but I was just thinking like we're gonna get something dumb on the lines of that. I swear to God.
Ra's al Ghul.
DC.
I know. Crossover.
Same kind of vibe though with his daughter and stuff.
I rue the day that they finally decided to do a DC Marvel crossover, and I'm gonna hate every fucking second of it.
You should read the comics. What if Stan Lee wrote, and it's a bunch of DC comics, but they're done by Stan Lee. So like, what if Stan Lee made Batman?
Oh,
And it's
that's
a
cool.
story about an actual guy who like turns into a mutant bat and stuff because
Mm-hmm.
Stan Lee writes it. It was a while ago when they were kind of
See,
on
that's what I
okay
like.
terms.
I love this supernaturality of Marvel.
Right, right. It's more.
Like I
It's
love
more
this.
like
I
yeah.
love the powers. Like
Um,
there's only a few guys in DC that actually have powers.
and that's the thing, and they're explained super scientifically in DC. That's why
Mm-hmm.
my ex really enjoyed DC over Marvel because it had that kind of realism to it. But I
Whereas
like the
over here in
Fantastic
Marvel, it's like,
Four.
hey, Spider-Man, how'd you get your powers? Oh, I got bit by a radioactive spider.
And we're all like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
okay, cool.
Oh,
Totally
by the way,
acceptable.
in Spider-Man lore, funnily enough, he's actually a totem, which means he was chosen by an animal spirit
You are the chosen
to
one.
accompany like a type of animal. That's why he fights like octopus,
Lizard.
scorpion, lizard, because they're all totems that were
What about
chosen by the animals to become. Yeah.
Frig,
So okay,
what is
comic
his name?
cross.
In Amazing Spider-Man 2, or Sandman. There we go.
Sam. Yeah,
that
that was normal Spider-Man. That was
was
Spider-Man 3 too.
that was Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, because they added way too many fucking villains to one movie.
Yeah. Just make a
Um.
movie about Spider-Man and Venom. Come on.
Oh, I got it. Right. Oh, I'd be.
Yeah.
So,
So,
Louisiana.
anyways, yeah,
Are we?
we're on our way to Louisiana after Yori sets up Bucky on a date, and then yeah, so Sam shows up to his sister's place where he gets out of the truck and the boys are like, Uncle Sam! And it's like the most American thing ever.
America, 100%, hundred
FYI, we're in
percent
Canada right
America.
now, Vancouver.
But that. Oh yeah, if you want to get DDoS, go right for it, man. Yeah, just dox this mofo. Here's his location, his address. Like,
That's why I say Vancouver.
I know that. Shut up! Don't say that we're not there. God damn it! Chess, not checkers. No,
Okay, yeah, but anyways.
Australian, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
we're in Louisiana,
yeah,
and
speaking of Louisiana,
yeah, we're in Louisiana, and we're at like
man,
the family seafood mart, because I guess Sam's
yeah,
parents had a seafood mart, and his sister's running it now, and
yeah,
we get super feely in this one too. Like
yeah,
basically, the whole point of this is Sam's trying to help his sister out, and she doesn't want his money, and then we kind of start
like,
questioning, where does Sam get his money?
yeah. I always just assume that Stark just had like a
Well,
fund.
they live. Well, not even that. Like they lived at the Avengers complex. You really think
Well,
Tony
that's what I mean.
was charging them rent?
No, well, that's what I mean. Stark had a fund that everybody had credit card with access to that said like, if you want
Oh man,
food,
just like a
go
billion
get food.
dollar account.
Yeah, they're just like, here, if you want some food, go get some food. If you need like groceries for your little like apartment here, go nuts. We're not going to charge you anything. It just comes all out of the Stark Fund. That's where kind of I just assumed that
Yeah,
was going on, and now Pepper takes control of it. Now Pepper's like, okay, so
this is
three point
my
six
money.
billion goes to 3.6 billion goes to the Avengers account. That okay. That's where I'm just kind of assuming that's where.
Yeah,
Oh, they need some like new tech. Here, spend 800 million on this thing and get a new one. Here's the credit. Here's the company credit card. Go
yeah,
take it out. Just bring a receipt back, please. Thank you.
yeah.
Like,
And Sam, quit breaking your wings.
yeah, straight up. That's what I always just assumed. They never had
Yeah,
like bills or anything. Like, I mean, Hawkeye had his own freaking ranch that he probably charged on Stark's account.
this is true. Well, I mean,
Why are we
well, no, because that whole cover up was set up by Shield.
true?
Yeah,
So it came out of a Hydra fund.
yeah.
Good to know. No, it also was probably tapped into Stark's bank. So
Yeah,
like,
exactly, right.
it all goes back to Stark, man. I swear.
Oh man.
We can get that later. We'll talk more into that once we get to that actual part. But
Yeah, so
yeah,
basically, Sam's just trying to help out his sister. She wants to sell the family boat. He wants to fix it up. She doesn't want to. She just wants to move on and forget about everything, and he doesn't want to do that. And yeah,
but in reality, like I think he just wants to keep his parents' legacy alive, and she's like, I don't care. I'm done with the stress. And the whole reason he's out avenging, he doesn't have that stress, but it was kind of left on her and his nephews and stuff, and that kind of
Yeah, because
sucks,
he was gone for
right?
5 years in the blip, and
That as well too. So like that's a huge factor of it. So it's like, Sam, I get it, Avenger, awesome, life is great, but get out of the fantasy world, man. I know
yeah,
you want to keep your
exactly.
parents' legacy alive, but like a lot of the whole of Marvel is just keeping legacies alive. Like just like with whoever has passed on, and we have the new people to arrive and like keep their memories alive. You don't actually die when you die. You die when the last person forgets you exist.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that that's kind of where like Marvel has its little pause into that kind of theatrics where yeah, we still have Stark Tech, we still have Captain America's shield and legacy, and now we're setting up like young Avengers and stuff. So I love this. I think it's fantastic.
Now,
And like,
there's another thing that we kind of conflict on. Like, I believe that Ironheart should be Morgan Stark,
eh,
and you're
I like
you're you're big on what's her name? Yeah,
Riri
Riri.
Williams.
Yeah.
She's
No, I feel like
well
Morgan
again,
should pick up the Iron Man name and but like you said before, wear rescue.
yeah, let her be rescued then, because Pepper's got a business to attend to. She only did that
That's
to
true.
rescue her hubby. So like, hey, screw it, Young Avengers, give us rescue
Yeah,
and
okay.
Ironheart.
Yeah,
Let's have
okay.
two like dancing rope.
All
Like
right.
I'm right.
All right.
And again,
I'm in
too,
on that. I'm in on that one.
and again, I totally agree with you though, because you don't like you are on the Marvel Cinematic Universe side while I'm the comic book side,
Yeah,
where like
exactly.
you have no idea who the F Riri
But I mean,
Williams even
I
is.
know exactly. But I'm also after WandaVision, I'm kind of now realizing that these aren't exactly they're continuations of the MCU, but they're starting to draw from the comics.
Right? And like I like it brings it all back full circle. Nothing's ever really dead until you forget like the last person forgets. So like we're gonna have maybe Ironheart rescue and maybe even Iron Lad with the boy returning from Iron Man 3
Oh,
showing up at
Harvey,
funerals like
Harvey, or Harley or Harvey, Harley.
something like that. I
I think
can't
it's Harley.
remember.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
really into
yeah.
Iron Lad.
I like him. He's a
So
cool
like
kid.
yeah, we're gonna get three give or take, like if this is in a perfect world,
And
maybe
then just for shits and giggles, let's throw Rhodey's kid in there.
the War Machine,
we
right?
got we
Like
got 4 Iron Man suits flying around.
right? Well, that's the thing. And every time we see that, we're gonna think of Tony Stark.
And the Power Rangers.
Hell yeah, we are. I mean,
No,
I'm not gonna
we
touch
just
my
need a
Power
fifth
Rangers.
one. Shit.
The homie's literally on, like he's in the background right
Hell
now.
yeah.
So
I wish
good.
I still had my little. You remember the? I don't want to get off track, but you remember the little flexible action figures? They had like they're like rubber. They have like two little holes like in the back of them on
Oh
each of
yeah,
the limbs
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, I had the full set of those.
I
Red,
had,
yellow, pink, black, blue, green, white.
yeah.
The whole set of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I had the in space rubbery guys. They were the in
Oh, that's
the
right.
no, they were.
Because you were you're an in space guy, right?
I am a Lightspeed rescue guy.
Right, you're Lightspeed Rescue. Yeah, I grew up with Mighty Morphins, so. And then what was the one after Mighty Morphin? It was Space. Yeah, I wasn't big on that,
Yeah.
so I was just
No,
like, meh.
it was Zeo, then Turbo, then never mind. Let's
Yeah,
stop,
no,
stop, 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 stop.
this isn't a Power Ranger stream.
I would literally go off forever. I had to stop myself there. I know way too much. I would have named them all. No.
Okay,
Uh,
no. So
so
yeah, past
money
Louisiana,
problem.
we're done in
Back to New
Louisiana.
York.
They're gonna go to the bank and go get a loan or whatever. And so yeah, we're flicking through. And now we're back in New York. Bucky's on his date with the girl
Aw.
from the restaurant, and
Mm-hmm.
starts getting kind of weird because she starts kind of talking about how like because he's kind of saying old stuff like he greeted her with flowers, and if she, what did she say? Crap.
Yeah, you have the power to check that
Yeah,
out. Get that exact quote, baby.
yeah. I'm like right.
Because yeah, we're in New York, and why do I have the word 106 in my notes? Does that portray anything, or was I just trying to switch scenes?
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you were just switching scenes.
Oh, his age.
Oh,
were
that's
talking
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah,
to my
he walks in and she's like, if that's not the most adorably old-fashioned thing anyone's ever done.
That's cute.
Yeah. And then what did
Super
she
cute.
say after that? Just tells him to grab a seat, and he's like, I tried the whole online dating thing, and it's pretty crazy. And then she's like, yeah, you sound like my dad. Then she's like, speaking of which, how old are you? And he's like, 106.
Just in the most deadpan
Like
way.
just totally like, yeah, that's how old I am. And then
Because it is. Yeah.
yeah, and then she looks at him, she starts laughing, he starts laughing. And then she asks why he's wearing gloves, because obviously he's wearing a jacket and gloves so he hides his
Metallic
vibranium arm.
body. Yeah.
Yeah, so she asks about the gloves. He's like, I got bad circulation.
Good call. Yeah, you have cold. You could like
He's got
that's
cold
cold
hands.
hands. Whatever.
Cold hands.
Wow, I have cold hands. Like, god damn it, what a clever mofo.
Yeah, and so yeah, go through that. They're playing. They start playing
Battle.
Battleship. Like it's Battle Shots, but it's not with a Battle Shots board, and it's just played with
They just
beer.
drink.
Yeah,
They just
you get hit, you drink. You miss, you drink.
yeah, Beardle ship.
Yeah, yeah, they start kind of. She starts asking him questions like, "You have any siblings?" He had a sister. Are you close with your parents? I was. They passed away. That kind of stuff. And then then they start talking about Yori, and she's like, "Oh, I love how you're hanging out with him. It's super nice to you." And he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty. He's pretty messed up after his son died and stuff." And then she started saying, "Is like, you know how you call a guy who lost his wife a widower? If your parents die, you're an orphan." And then she's like, "What do you call somebody who's lost their kids? Like, there's no word for that because it's like the worst thing imaginable." And then,
Hawkeye.
yeah,
That's what you call him.
yeah.
Ronin.
And then, yeah, and then at that point, something clicks in Bucky and he takes off and he goes up to Yori's place and knocks on the door. We kind of thought there that he was like, "Oh, don't finish the job."
Straight up, though.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Yori answers the door, and then instantly Bucky sees into his apartment and sees the shrine that Yori's got for his son, and he
Like
sees his face, and it's the same face.
we were thinking about it. We kind of theorized it watching the episode that it was that kid, but this is our confirmation that
Yeah, exactly. It was that kid, and
And I was
yeah,
holding
that
out a
kind of
little bit
tweaks
of hope.
Bucky, and then he just says like, "Yeah, I forgot to pay her for lunch. Here you go. Date was good. Blah blah blah," and he just
Because
takes off.
out. He chickens out
Yeah, because he needs to tell Yori
that he
that
was
he's
the
the one
guy.
that killed his kid,
And he could
and
explain
he
that
needs to make amends.
he was definitely brainwashed. Here's news articles that
Yeah,
talks about
but how well did Tony take that news?
That is exactly it, and that's
Like,
another reason why he's
it's like
hurt from this.
the way they look at it, it's like the way Tony looks at it is like, I don't care if you were brainwashed or not. You killed my mom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, man, I thought we were gonna get a funny action buddy comedy where we were just having a good time and not delving into a soldier's brainwashed PTSD
I
induced
know. I was
traumatic
kind of
past
hoping for like more of a comedic side to it, but maybe
because
that
we
was just from the
you know,
comedic sitcom-ness of
exactly.
WandaVision.
I was gonna say we came from Wanda. That is
Yeah.
why. This
Yeah,
is
like
what
I
we
mean,
should do.
WandaVision got intense, but this got intense right off the bat,
Yeah, dude.
feelings wise.
We're about halfway. So do you want to stop and take a piddle break?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm actually, hold on a sec. I'm gonna launch up some music for people to listen to during the break. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got to take a piddle. Like
Okie
nobody.
dokie. So while you do that, I will launch this up. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna play it anyways. Ooh, I like this.
Is it Pretzel Rock?
Yeah, it's on Pretzel.
Nice. See how it comes up in your chat on Twitch, though?
Oh, cool.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. No, I literally just typed in Marvel, and up came up Modern Marvels, and I just hit play. This is it. This is perfect.
Beauty.
It's a little somber, but it's okay.
Thank you guys, though, for coming out so far. We're still going to continue after a quick break, but if you guys want to go down below,
hit us up in the chat, and we'll respond to your questions.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the show. Let us know what you guys think, and we'll talk about it. Because we're gonna look up a few questions here on the internet at the end of the episode, and we're gonna see if we can theorize and maybe answer some of the weird questions that maybe people didn't pick up in the show.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best parts of our stream after the breakdown is doing like theory questions and stuff. So please, if you guys got some, give us some.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We will be right back. Alrighty. So Frosty isn't quite back yet. He will be here in a moment.
Right now, baby.
Here now. Okay, he's here. We are back. I changed hats because these headphones hurt when I'm wearing a toque for some reason.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
And pardon me, guys, for glancing over the TV every so often. Hockey games on, so I'm kind of just trying to keep tabs on the score there too. Last I saw, it's 1-0 Montreal over Vancouver. So whatever.
Whoa, that's so weird. My next game on the series I'm playing
is Montreal and Vancouver. Is it in Montreal or in Vancouver?
I don't remember, but it's. I wish. If I can, I'd be guessing.
What was the game you played before?
Hurricane.
Okay, were you wearing blue or white jerseys?
White.
So you're on a road trip, so you're probably in Montreal now.
That makes sense because we become.
We're in Montreal right now.
Hey, I think we're 6-3-2. So go team. on my but yeah.
I gotta
So
finish my playthrough anywhere. Anyways, yeah. This isn't
you
a
want to
hockey
hop back
podcast,
into
even
it?
though I'm wearing a bunch of hockey stuff. There's a bunch of hockey stuff in the background, but yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, blue.
attaboy.
Go
Got to
team.
get some green up there.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Super sad. Yori. Now we're back in Louisiana. We're at the
Are
family
we?
home. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're at the family home, and they're talking about the meeting at the bank, and they're just kind of leaving. That was just like a quick scene. They're on their way to drop stuff off, and the kids wanted to play video games, but mom said no playing video games, and then they were like, "Yay, video games!" And then they counted down after mom was out the door, and they ran to the video games.
Immediate. Good
Yeah.
kids.
So yeah. So from there, now we're back in we're back in friggin' not
We
Libya,
are
but
actually in. This is Switzerland, isn't it?
yeah, Switzerland. That's right. Yeah, we're in Switzerland now,
We're
and we got
we go to Switzerland.
our military guy that was with Falcon on his mission,
Hell
and
yeah.
he's following down these
Torres.
yeah, that's his name, Torres. Yeah.
He's first lieutenant. That's why I was confused earlier with the lieutenant and captain, because Torres is the lieutenant.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
he shows up to
Okay.
this plaza where
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of people looking at their phones and stuff because he's tracking down these the flag smashers or whatever. And yeah, and then all of a sudden they hear like a bird whistle, or he walks up to a guy and he's like, "Do you know what we're supposed to do?" And then there's like this bird whistle,
Hey,
and
is this
then
the
everybody
location
just
of the
starts
flash mob?
walking. Hmm.
Sorry, I was just like, hey, is my phone says this is the location for the flash mob? We're supposed to be dancing to like this
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then the bird whistle comes and
is
everybody
where the
starts
new
walking
is.
in the direction that it came from, and then this chick comes out wearing this flag smashers mask, carrying a
Yeah,
bag of more flag smashers masks, and this chick, we see this in the trailer. She's played by
yeah.
the one and only. Knock everything over while I grab my action figure and fist nest. Just had to get my Star
Hell
Wars
yeah.
in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's super cool because I never saw her before Solo, and I want to see more of her acting because she did
So
pretty good for her little bit. You need to stop because nobody's here.
her name's Erin Kellyman, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody,
Something like
say hi to Pirate. This is Pirate.
that. Hi,
He's
Pirate.
loud
Hi,
and
hi,
won't shut
Bugsy.
up. So
Hi,
I'm gonna let him
hi,
out of my
streaming
room right
director.
now because he's being an idiot.
Oh my god. Okay, so really quickly, Baltrock's first name is actually George.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a mistake. It was just hilariously coincident.
Go lay down and be quiet. I love you.
I love
So
you.
yeah.
I love you, but fuck you. Shut
Yeah.
up. No.
Serious.
Yeah. So, anyways,
So
as you're
yeah.
saying,
So yeah, everybody's putting on these black like old school hockey goalie masks with
basically they're
the
playing fucking GTA.
with the yeah, and with the big red handprint with a globe in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everybody's like
Very anarchist.
just putting them on. And then all of a sudden, a couple of bags come flying out of a window up top, and this guy jumps down from like a two-story, three-story
Yeah.
high balcony. And
Boss.
that's who Frosty thinks could be Crossbones. So
No, but at least he's like in the same kind of vein as a Crossbones kind of guy.
okay,
Maybe not, definitely not the same guy, but in that same kind of vein, where he's like, oh yeah, he has that same kind of super soldier s-ness as Crossbones, but Crossbones also had the tech to back it up.
yeah.
I'm thinking he's in the same vein as that. But yeah.
Okay, so anyways, yeah, this guy jumps out, and then the cops show up, and they're trying to take them down. But this guy, I swear, I think that this guy is a freaking Winter Soldier because he's kicking dudes in the chest, and he's sending them like 15, 20 feet away. And he jumped down from a 3rd-story balcony.
Hell yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that he's a Winter Soldier, or a super soldier from back then or something.
Right.
And this is the supposed leader of the Flag Smashers.
Yes.
But from the trailers, we assume that this leader is the chick played by Erin Kellyman.
Carly Morgenthau.
Memphis Nest.
Straight up. Yeah, Erin Kellyman is playing Carly Morgenthau, which is the leader of the anti-patriot.
Notice how she's now played a part of 2 rebellions.
Straight up, dude. Straight up.
So he's kicking cops' asses. Torres gets boot fucked.
Really quick, the way you say that he's like a Winter Soldier and I say he's like a Crossbones kind of thing in the same vein, that just both means that we're literally saying he's a Hydra. He came from Hydra first.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, he is Hydra.
I think I was gonna say after thinking about it for a bit, I think we're both on agreement that he just came from Hydra. He's a Hydra super soldier.
Yeah. So yeah, Torres is trying to go after this guy, and he gets a cop comes up on him. He's like, "No, he's getting away," and he like rolls and flips the cop over. He's like, "Sorry," and then he goes after him and goes after him. And then you see this super soldier dude kick a guy across the street, and then Torres pulls his gun on him, and then the guy like grabs the gun, twists his arm, throws him up over his head, and like smashes him on the freaking cobblestone.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so good. And then boot fucks him, like just stomps on his face and breaks his orbital.
Done.
Yeah.
Knocks him out clean. We get a shot back of all the chaos happening.
All the chaos going away, and this guy just laying in the middle of the street. And then we're in the we're in the meeting at the bank with Sam and his sister. We might as well just breeze through this one because it's not much of a scene really, besides just this bank dude fanboying over Sam.
I just want to quickly see if we got like a location or if it's still in Louisiana.
No, they're at the bank in Louisiana.
Nah, it looks very Louisiana-y.
Mm-hmm. Pirate, that's enough.
Just in case. I said I wanted to double check where they moved to, just in case we're getting closer and closer together.
Yeah.
Just for that extra little maybe.
No one's here, pirate.
So yeah, they're trying to get a loan.
Yeah, they're trying to get a loan. The bank loan guy's being all fanboy over Sam being the Falcon.
I do like the fact that he didn't know quite where to place him. He's like,
yeah, and then Sam does the bird flapping wings, and then he's like, yeah, you're Falcon, blah blah blah. Takes a selfie.
Immediately takes a selfie. Yeah. I like Sam's like quick. Just to throw up that flex too. He's just like really quick. Like guy pulls out a camera, and Sam just no second step, just
pirate.
And it's like definitely like, yeah, no, he's an Avenger. He's used to this. Camera comes out, strike a pose. Which is awesome. Really brings that whole like that's why I like Spider-Man so much, especially the game where you can just like walk down the road and chat with people and just like get selfies with them and stuff. Because that's the second side of being a badass superhero. People love you. You're a celebrity. Love it. Love it.
Pirate, you need to stop, please.
I like the one part coming up where they're talking about the loan and it's kind of being denied, and he's trying to figure out like he even tells Sam like, you haven't had any income for the past 5 years. Well, no, because he was dead. Thanks.
yeah. Well, and not only that's what got us into the whole like how do the Avengers make their money, and
exactly.
Yeah, but anyways, they get denied their loan, even though they've been customers of the bank for generations.
And it brings up a really good point, too, about the financial repercussions of the snap and blip.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
where
true. I guess there
because
is
we
more to
usually
this scene than I previously thought.
because like in Wanda we got definitely a peek into the chaos of people just showing back up at like a hospital situation, and there's just so much going on. And like in Spider-Man, we got like the physical repercussions of someone showing up in the middle of a basketball game and being slammed. Poor Tuba dude.
Yeah.
Hashtag rip Tuba doob. Um,
Tuba doob.
Tuba doobie. Tuba dude. And Tuba dude. He we're now actually getting like, yeah, there definitely would be a financial standpoint too, where yeah, fucking half of our population vanished. So all their bills just kind of kept piling up and their houses were foreclosed. Or all
Yeah.
the other people who stayed now don't have a secondary source of income from their significant other, their mother, their father, their family, yada, yada. That their bills also were piling up. So they needed to compensate that by probably giving people a little bit more money as like a survival rate fund. Uh, keep current topics out of this, but kind of that kind of dealy
Yeah.
where there are like stimulus kind of money going out for these survivors of this situation. And like now that all of a sudden half the population popped back, uh everybody's got bills and money and bank accounts, and all this has now come flowing back into the
But I
economy.
mean, what if
I bet
you
it
what if
sucks.
you like had a decent house, had a decent living, had some money in the bank? After
Oh
5
wow.
year, imagine the interest on your
Yeah.
TFSAs.
Yeah, all four Americans are probably doing really good after that. But the
I mean,
rest
not
of
like
us,
super rich, but I mean like well off.
yeah, I get you, I get you.
Yeah,
But
like
like,
prepared people that have RRSPs and TFSAs and stuff like
yeah,
that.
all 20% of them who got blipped, compared to the rest of everybody who
Yeah,
wasn't
well,
in
yeah,
that
exactly.
situation. That's the problem. You do have to think about like, I bet it is a huge economic crash right now in the Marvel universe because they're really good at doing the big picture thing.
Well, I
Like,
mean, because
yes,
like at
mm,
first there was 3.5 billion people gone, and
yeah,
then like I mean that's not so bad. Like, I mean, not to be like Thanos or anything, but I mean it's not as bad as just all of a sudden having 3.5 billion more people all of a
that's
sudden.
exactly it.
Yeah.
Right? That's exactly it. And like I said, all the people who blipped, like just imagine all the single guys and single gals who are just living on their own got blipped. And they had their houses rented out to other people who survived it, but then they come back in their house and it's just whole new furniture. Now that we have so many hundreds of thousands of people who are now homeless and are looking for new homes because their home has been sold and vice versa. Like it really makes you think about the economic repercussions of a snap and a blip
Oh,
within 5
absolutely.
years.
I mean,
Not even just like
that just
30
goes
days.
into like how awesome the show writers are for like
Big picture,
Disney,
right?
Marvel, whatever. Like they
Yeah,
think of everything, and it's
that's the
just
whole
so
reason
good.
why we're having this conversation now. It's because one writer in the writers' room went, "Hey guys,
I got a show.
yeah, what about the this?" And everyone's like, "Oh
Shit
my
goes
god,
giant.
yeah, holy crap, put that in the episode." So like, no, totally. It makes you think extra hard. Like again, even with the last series we got, WandaVision, we got to think of like the repercussions of like the working class now having double the patient staff in a hospital or double the workers that they because like there's jobs that needed workers, so they hired new workers. So what about the people who come back to that job now? There's
Yeah,
double the staffing and you got to start firing some people.
that's
So like
true. Holy crap! I didn't even think of that.
right?
Like,
You think of
imagine if
that
half of you guys at the store blipped away. I had to hire more
gone.
people, and then,
Exactly.
or like I blipped away and they replaced me, and
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
come back and expect to be, manager of the gas station again. And
This guy has now 5 years experience doing your job, so
yeah,
we don't want to let
well,
him go
sorry, I
too.
had 7 before that. Thank you very much.
I get it, but I mean, like, we also don't want to be like to this guy.
But I mean, 5 years
Sorry,
later,
no
different
leave now, right?
technology, even, and I might not even
That's
know my
exactly
store
it.
anymore.
See, that's the
And
thing
they
you
already
got to
have a
think
person in
about.
place. It's easier to keep a person in place than fire them and hire a new guy and then retrain
And then
them.
have to train them in the new stuff. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, like again, there's been funny memes, haha, funny memes of a guy who got blipped back, and he goes to his wife, and she's like, "Oh, actually," and then the new husband comes in. In the MCU, that is happening. Like that has
Yeah.
happened.
There's a
That
lot of
sucks.
weird situations when people are coming back.
Yeah, that
Like
sucks.
what if you were sleeping when you got
Yeah,
blipped away
flipped away,
and then
come back sleeping.
you blip back and you land on another dude in your bed.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
Like it they like again, I even get into the funny of like all the people in airplanes and the people in helicopters who are blipped. Did they just show back up in the air and just die?
I
Like
mean, technically, because
they,
I mean, when Monica came back, she was sitting in the
in,
chair that I assume she was in
right
when she
in the
blipped away.
same spot, the same position. And
Now,
again,
what about anybody? Was anybody even at Avengers Compound when the snap happened?
see, I don't know. Because
Because I
like
mean, wouldn't somebody
almost
just like
like a lot of
rematerialize there?
well, because yeah, I was gonna say even think about all
I
like
mean,
the
they gotta have
staff and stuff there.
employees, yeah.
Exactly. They probably did. And they came
Unless
back to
Tony
something
literally
that
just
was
built a giant compound as like a big like Super Friends house, like a drawn together.
great show, bring it
Great
back.
show,
They
great show.
probably
Bring
get
it
back,
back, bring
so.
it back,
No,
please.
no, don't bring it back. It'll get canceled. Just watch the old ones.
It will get canceled hardcore.
Don't even want new ones.
Oh
Just
hey,
watch the
Vancouver's
old ones.
winning. Nils
Hey, go
Hoglander,
team.
2-1 now.
Go team.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Anyways.
after the being not approved for the bank,
Yeah,
I
then we
believe we
pan back to the
Sam on the
boat, and
boat.
Sam's working on the
Yeah.
boat, trying to get it to run. He can't get it to run, and then his phone rings, and it's Torres from Switzerland
Yeah.
with a boot in his face.
With a
Still,
basically like, you gotta take a look at this.
yeah,
Part of like TV tropes where it's like you gotta see this kind of thing,
yeah. It
which
shows
is
him all
good.
that stuff, and Sam's like, "Hey, keep an eye on him. Let me know." Blah blah blah.
Right.
And then,
This poor guy tried really hard on that boat too. Like going back to that scene, he's trying, man.
oh yeah,
Again, it's his family legacy, so yes, like he wants that.
yeah. And then once he gets
No.
off the phone with Torres, there's something going on. Or no, he's still on the phone with Torres, and something's going on the TV, and it's a news conference from I
Oh
assume the
yeah.
front of the department or the Department of National Defense or whatever, like the Pentagon maybe. I don't know where it is, but it's something political. But anyways, they start talking about we need a symbol for all of us, like basically bringing like leading up to him announcing that there is a new hero for the United States of America and to
A new
welcome
Captain.
the new
Yep.
Captain America,
New Captain America. He
which
definitely
pisses
says that.
me off as an MCU guy that
Yeah, I get
has
it.
no
I get
knowledge of
it.
the comics. That
I get it.
pisses me off because
Because
nobody should replace anybody.
that brings us back to that whole conversation earlier where you're more of Sam's side, where it was the guy who held the shield who really put. To me, though, when he became Nomad, he was still a goddamn good hero. He ripped his star off. Steve Rogers was a goddamn great hero. He didn't need to
Yeah.
be Captain America. He was
No,
Nomad
but
at
he
this point.
still is and always will be. Like, do you really think that when he was cast out because of the Sokovia Accords, the rest of the planet stopped calling him Captain America and stopped looking up to him as Captain America?
No, hell no.
Exactly. So
Because of
he's
the idea.
always
No,
going to be
you,
the Captain America. Imagine how many
you,
people in
you,
2023 United States are so pissed off that there's a new
you,
Captain America
you're
that are
proving
pissed off just like Sam.
that one thought that you said there earlier proved my point, though, that you said that were they looking up to him and yada yada and like as Captain America, because yeah, Captain America, he needed to be a symbol, and then the person Steve Rogers became Nomad at this time, and no one was cheering for him, but we all knew he's fucking worthy to hold Mjolnir. So yes, he's a goddamn hero in his own right.
Yeah, yeah. Can John Walker hold Mjolnir?
Going back to motherfucking Spider-Man Homecoming. Like the whole thing about
I need about this the suit. Yeah.
Yeah. Nomad was still a goddamn hero in his own right when Cap took off his star and went into hiding. He wasn't, he lost Captain America.
Suit still looked, it was just Captain America's suit, but black.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Sure, it looked like Captain America, but he wasn't. He wasn't standing in front of crowds propagating like truth and justice for America.
Yeah, but he stopped doing that. He stopped pushing the propaganda thing as soon as he came out of the ice. But he was still an American symbol. But I still believe that symbol was still a lot of Steve Rogers and not only Captain America.
To me, Steve Rogers is great on his own right.
Steve Rogers is Captain America.
Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers to me. Captain America is a symbol that the Americans need to cover them, to keep them in hope, propaganda and whatnot, while Steve Rogers was a goddamn perfect human specimen on his own right, and he didn't need that shield. He even had the 2 Wakanda shields in Infinity War, where it proved that he was still kicking ass and not holding that American name. And I feel that the Americans and just people in all of patriotism, not just the Americans, but people need that symbol of truth, justice, and the true way, and like goodness and yada yada. So to me, Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers. Captain America is just a symbol for like being a good person and yada yada. Like you can take off all of it, but Steve Rogers will kick your ass. So that's what I mean. Like, fuck it, give the people another symbol of hope, because Steve Rogers has retired. So I'm okay with this.
Yeah, watch old man Steve Rogers show up and just give this guy one punch in the face. Be like, bitch.
Right. But again,
I guess
I'm going more with the whole like legacy, right? Like the whole theme I was trying to get at earlier was like, yeah, Steve Rogers has lived another life and he was a great person, but now that he's gone, why not have us remember Steve Rogers while also having a new Cap? And every time we see this new Cap out here fighting and stuff. And again, I'm taking away all my future knowledge of U.S. Agent at this point. I'm trying to push that out of my mind because I know what he does turn into and what he becomes. But if they're going to do it. So I'm pushing that out of my mind to the point where it's like, I think this is a good call. People need something to stand with. And the other guy's an old retired dude.
Why didn't they just bring back the Avengers? Like the Avengers that were still around. Like the Sams, the Buckies, the Spider-Mans, the Doctor Strange.
And again, with me, the government also needs that. Like back in like World War II, they made Captain America more of a propaganda figure. Yeah. And I think what they're trying to do again as well. And I think that John Walker will pick up on that in the series and rebel against it, like Cap did, and become his own thing. So that's my big thing. Is like, we're not going to have a new Cap forever, but the whole reasoning behind it, I get.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I mean, again, I totally do see your side of it all.
Right? And I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Which, like, that's a great conversation back and forth because we both like.
I'm just I'm very sentimental. So
again,
and don't like change.
Who knows? Who knows? The John Walker I know from paperback and hardcover editions.
Yeah.
He was always a badass as well. Who knows? This guy could just be a poster boy. And we're gonna get.
And that's the part that bugs me. Like it
could be
if they're replacing Cap with somebody with the same skill set and the same strength and the same ability, then that's a hell of a lot better than just choosing a guy from the army, sticking him in a suit, being like, hey, we need you to go talk to these people and pump them up.
Exactly. And like go punch newest bad guy in the face, like on a commercial for people.
Exactly.
So I totally get that. See, that's why where my bias comes in, because I'm biased because I know of John Walker as a different fucking
So
badass.
from what
and
you
got
know, is John Walker like a super soldier, like Steve
He's
Rogers
basically
was?
he definitely has enhanced reflexes and super strength and all that jazz.
Okay.
So that's why. But then he becomes more of his own thing once U.S. Agent becomes a thing. But
Hold on.
again,
I gotta throw a red herring here. I gotta throw a red herring right here
oh, it's a
because
red
they did
wing.
the same thing to us with Pietro. Maybe John
And
Walker is just some regular ass dude.
he's just that's what I was
And
thinking too.
if
He
it's
could just
that,
be
I'm
like
pissed
you.
off. If it's another super soldier that can actually do the same thing Cap can do and has the same
Yeah.
morality,
Mhm.
that's the big thing for me is Cap's morality is unmatchable. He can
Oh
hold
God,
Mjolnir. If he can pick
he's
up Thor's freaking hammer, then yeah, give him the
that's
suit, give him the shield.
right. That's exactly what I was getting at earlier. Is that yeah? Steve Rogers can definitely hold his own when it comes to this morale kind of situation. But again, like you said, they could just be throwing us a tip in the hat where, like I was asking earlier, he could just be a normal dude. Like we
Yeah.
could be giving it like again, it's another thing for the people who watched all the extra stuff, a little wink and a nod where it's like, hey, remember John Walker, US agent? No, just kidding. This guy's actually just a bum who we like picked up to like be a spokesperson. And
Yeah.
that'll be our curveball, right? For one of ours. So yeah, that's why again, I get it. I totally get both sides of the argument. So like it blows my mind that MCU is able to be the greatest gardeners ever and just throw seeds out there and a bunch of stuff just grows,
Yeah.
which is great. Like so good. But this is our last scene, isn't it? When
This
he's
is it falls to credits now and there's no mid credits or anything like that.
yet until we get to maybe a couple episodes down.
Yeah,
What
like
was
they
one?
did with WandaVision.
Yeah, it was halfway. We got one, and then
Yeah,
near
I
the
think
end we
so.
got one, and then at the end we got two.
Yeah.
So not a lot, but on important episodes we definitely did. Like not like this isn't important of an episode, but I mean like once we get more fleshed into the story, there'll be some like moments where then we'll get a mid-credit scene that I'm hoping for.
So where do you find your questions like when you were finding them for WandaVision and stuff?
Oh, sometimes I Google it. Sometimes I look at my Streamlabs that people have asked questions for. Usually I just Google it and pick whatever sounds good, where it's like so many odd questions after the premiere.
Okay.
And
Sorry,
then
all
we'll
I'm
just go
getting
from
is
that.
fucking recaps. And then the other and then there's like people also ask and it's
Okay.
like is Captain America in love with Bucky? Does Bucky have a love
Ew,
interest? What does
why?
Bucky say in Russian in the Winter Soldier? How long is the Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 1? Like crap questions.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, I lost your audio.
Oh, I
Uh, Still kind of glitchy. Nope, nothing.
You're fine.
There we go.
You're fine.
No, I'm fine. You weren't. I wasn't getting
Well,
your
obviously,
audio.
can you see me plugging my microphone back in,
Oh
sir?
no! I just
Jesus.
clicked over to the
You're
camera.
just like, oh, your audio's broken.
Yeah, no,
You're like,
I
and I'm
was
over
on
here like
Google.
trying to juggle my broken
No,
microphone and
I
then
was on
falling
Google. I
over.
wasn't looking at your
I
camera.
DM'd you. I DM'd you. Go check out what I DM'd you.
Okay.
Yeah, go to that one. Go to that.
Boom. Boom.
Boom, bam.
Boom. Bam. Boom.
We can't hear me though. Can you double check your
Yes.
OBS just in case I'm not coming through?
Nope, we got you.
Awesome. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just need to go back to. I clicked on the DM, and but all your camera comes from Discord. So.
Oh, true.
There we go. Okay, we back.
Awesome.
Okay, pop into Google here. What do we got? Will Batroc return?
That's a good question.
That is
That's
a
a
good
very good
question. I
question.
believe he does. I
100%.
believe he might be somehow tied to the Flag Smashers, maybe. Maybe Flag Smashers is bigger than just Flag Smashers, and it's like part of the LAF shit.
Right? I'm thinking we're getting him back in like that scene from The Matrix where homie's like eating steak and just wanting to live in the fantasy world, so he joins the agents. So I'm thinking he's gonna come back as like a side villain who
Yeah.
is working for our big bad, where they're like, "Oh, you've dealt with them before," blah blah blah. He's like, "I know how to beat them," blah blah blah, stuff like
Like
that. Or
Grievous
like,
to Dooku.
yeah, we're definitely gonna get him back. I'm thinking, and he's definitely gonna be like a foil character who just kind of shows up, and it's like he's
Kicks some
working for
ass,
this guy.
foils the hero's plan.
Exactly right. A
Yeah,
total just
sets him
foil
back
for
a
them.
step or two.
We'll get a couple really sweet like scenes of like the main bad, which Zemo or the leader of the Flag Smashers is talking to our Georgios character,
Yeah.
Baltrock.
Yeah.
I'm definitely thinking
So
that.
this I like. Well, this one goes along with the question I already had. Does Flag Smasher have its own super soldier? Yes,
Exactly, and
absolutely.
that's
There's no other way
100.
to explain the fact that he just kicked somebody across the fucking
Oh
street.
God, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Someone from Hydra or some other kind of like covert operation. Maybe we'll get like a Weapon X. Maybe. Ooh, just kidding.
Just please don't give
My
me
life
another
has
Weapon
been
11.
Yeah, true. But I'm like, my life has been ruined with Evan Peters, so we're never gonna have Weapon X, are we?
Yeah.
But
So yeah, moving on from that because we've already talked about that
we
throughout the
did get
episode.
into that one. Yeah,
That's a good one. What will bring Sam and Bucky together?
that's gonna be tough, right?
Yeah, I don't know
Is
what
it
I
something?
really don't. I think
Is
maybe
something gonna
finally
happen with?
something. Me. No, I got an idea.
Okay, go for it. That's why I
So
was like, go for it. I'm waiting.
Bucky finally breaks down and tells Yori that he killed his son. Yori abandons him, and then Sam's got nobody. And Jesus Christ, these kids are just stomping.
Makes you really want kids, eh?
Anyways,
But
yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, Yori abandons him. Bucky's got nothing. His shrink finally gets to him, and he calls Sam back.
he finally answers him. Yeah,
Yeah.
that will be a big thing. I'm thinking maybe I'll throw something out of left field here, and maybe some sort of attack with the Flag Smashers. Kind of get
Yeah.
them both on the same
Bucky
trail
picks
together.
up on it, goes
And
and
they
checks it
both kind
out,
of
and then Sam's
and
there doing a mission or
yeah.
whatever.
With how WandaVision went, though, we're probably just gonna get a scene of like U.S. agent doing a press conference, and they're both gonna see each other there and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah.
All of our theories will just be thrown down the tube.
Yeah.
But I'm really
just
wishing
a
for like
buddy
a
cop,
big,
just the buddy cop thing. Just like, hey, I haven't seen
straight
you for a
up,
few years. What's up?
or like like a buddy cop thing to the max, where like the leader of whatever is going on right now, whatever good person, whatever good team, because we really don't have a good team right now.
Yeah.
Like we'll get into that in another question because I got another one after you do yours. I got a good one, but we'll get into that later. Like, what if like some sort of like person brings them together and it's like, hey, I know you barely work alone, but I got yourself a new partner starting on Monday, and it like pan flashes to Bucky. And it's just like,
I don't see that.
I don't work with
happening.
no partner. Like, oh
I
God,
don't
no!
see
I was
that happening.
duh. Obviously, it was a joke. Laugh. Thank you.
Great joke.
Thank you. I'm not gonna see Bucky's 4 days from retirement. Oh, he's dead. Obviously.
Anyways, that's I had this question pretty much right away.
Okay.
What did John Walker do to even deserve the title of Captain America?
You don't know the government. That's all I'm gonna say. They have things that have happened for a while. They probably have their own super soldier serum as well. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Right? Who knows? We don't. It's the government, right? They got their own kind of plan going. They need a new cap. Maybe stick this really good soldier who maybe he also jumped on a grenade in front of Agent K from Men in Black. But
what does the world think happened to Captain America? I think they just think he died during the events of Endgame.
Yeah, no, 100%. I like that there are like conspiracy theories a la Elvis and like a la Tupac, where like Tupac's chilling in Cuba and stuff and just hanging out.
Cap's there.
Where it's like,
or maybe
Cap's
and then Cap's on the moon too. So
yeah, so it's like Elvis, Captain America, the 3 guys from the Beatles, and Tupac. They're all just hanging out on the moon right now, having a great time, pretending they're dead, and just wafting the cash. No, like,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking there's definitely like Therese said that there is some definite like funny conspiracy theories out there where like Cap's just like, oh, because last time the public saw Cap, he was, Chris Evans, and
yeah.
like being a good dude.
Oh, we got
And
a couple of messages in the chat here. Falcon Winter
what's
Soldier
up?
season 1 episode 1 was awesome. Yes, it was.
Very good.
Unfortunately, they've been calling it a mini series. So if we take anything from what they told us about WandaVision, this is just kind of like a one season and done kind of deal.
Well, exactly right.
Um,
That's definitely where I'm thinking
do
we're
you
getting
think
this because
Falcon and his new cap will have beef and then work together? I think there's definitely gonna be beef. I think it's gonna
yeah,
take a long time for Cap to or for Falcon to warm up to him, if that's even what's gonna happen. If they're gonna be
I
forced to
think
work
so.
together.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think honestly that's smart. I
Yeah.
like that question because it really definitely brings it to the point where, like, to me, U.S. Agent is kind of he's anti-hero
Yeah.
for the most part.
By
But
the
again,
way,
I
thank you,
literally
thank you, Final Friday, for jumping in here. Don't forget to
yeah.
leave us a like on the video, subscribe, come join us on Twitch as well, and click on the Discord link. Well, I don't know if
Yeah,
you can click it in the chat, but
I think
pop
you
the
can. Yeah.
Discord link into Discord and come join us, come chat with us. We talk about this, we talk about WandaVision, we talk about Star Wars. I
We
do a
talk
lot of
about
Star Wars
anything
streaming
and everything
too.
geek,
Yeah, yeah. And
yeah,
if you're a geek, it's the place for you.
right? Anything and everything geek, man.
Yeah,
That's basically what we talk about. It's awesome.
yeah.
But
Did
go
you
on
yeah
that. To
well
me, yeah, I'm thinking there will
yeah.
definitely be a little bit of conflict because obviously you're touching my boy's shield and using it for propaganda. But I'm pretty much leaning onto the side where, yeah, I think maybe we're gonna get that like the same kind of path as Captain America, where it's all propaganda, all paparazzi, but he also realizes that, hey, I can be a hero too, and he's gonna do some things that kind of make him the good guy and not just some propaganda piece where he
Um,
does,
Friday. I haven't seen the Snyder cut yet. I actually, to be completely honest, I haven't seen even the first cut of Justice League. So
um I don't want to get into that. I got into that in the Discord
yeah,
the other night. So join up for the Discord. You can see my
yeah. You can
thoughts on that.
go back and see Frosty's thoughts there, because yeah,
Uh, I'm
he's got
definitely
some
a
thoughts
geek.
on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely a geek connoisseur. So I have seen all that jazz and all that stuff. And no one's dumb enough to believe that he had a cut just on the back burner. It took 3 years to make it. So that's all I'm going to say.
Moving on though, you said you
Yeah.
had a question that was jumping
Yeah,
out to
it's
you.
very good on what we were thinking about. Like, so after like during WandaVision, during Falcon and Winter Soldier, is there even an Avengers team happening right now?
I don't think so,
Oh,
because I mean,
there's
why introduce a new Captain America?
right without at least like putting them into the Avengers and being like,
Yeah,
here's the new like Avengers leader, the new
because I
Captain
mean,
America, and
really, if you do think about it, Thor's off screwing around with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah,
Doctor Strange is always just doing his own thing.
yeah.
Spidey has to go to school.
Hawkeye has his family
Hawkeye
back.
is broken.
He's got his family back,
He's got his
so he's
family back, but his best
probably
friend's
doing that.
gone.
That's what he's probably focusing on now is his
Um,
family, probably.
Bruce
Hulk
is
has,
probably
yeah,
teaching some awesome class somewhere as Smart Hulk.
yeah, yeah. He's definitely found
That's
his
what I
own like,
always envision. He's a professor now,
yeah.
teaching like
No, I'm thinking that
quantum physics or whatever, and just
100%,
yeah.
100%. I'm totally agreeing with that because I think that maybe that's just Hulk's has his own retirement where
Well,
he is just
now that he has nothing to worry about, like turning into big bad Hulk that's just gonna destroy everything. Like he can do whatever the hell he
exactly,
wants now. The world accepts him
exactly.
because he's the fucking Hulk.
He has a goddamn ice cream flavor named after him, right? So like,
Uncle Hulk of Burning Fudge. I really wish they made those a thing.
I swear they
No, they
didn't they?
didn't. No, they were
No,
only
that
in the movie.
sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
What, like, honest, I mean, Hunk of Hulk of Burning Fudge sounds good, but nothing sounds better than Stark Raving Hazelnuts.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but I love hazelnuts.
I'm a macadamia nut boy,
Oh
hence
yeah,
the name.
yeah.
But
Cashews and hazelnuts.
Iron Man and Black Widow are so
Toast. Captain
yeah,
Marvel is up doing
Cap
her own
Hope.
thing like she usually does, because there's a
He has
lot
like
of other
new
planets out there in the
like
galaxy that don't have Avengers. But
yeah,
hey,
so
guess
like
what, Carol? We're one of them now.
yeah, exactly. But again, yeah, we really don't have. I don't think there's an Avengers happening right
No,
now.
no,
There's no
everything's
team
just
out
so
there.
broken. The world's still trying to recover from 3.5 billion people showing up again.
Absolutely. So like, I think that's just it's just there's no reason to have like Earth protectors while like they're all doing their own thing. So they have to make new symbols of hope. Hence John Walker, right? So I totally agree. There's no Avengers team right now,
Again,
and the
I'll be
government.
okay if he is a super soldier. I won't be
Yeah, no,
okay if he's just some dude.
I'd be okay either way. Honestly. Also, does your YouTube video say Battlefront 2 Story Mode Episode 7 right now, or am I
I
just
no, it probably does because I forgot to change it in Restream before I started the video, and then I changed it in Restream after I started the video. But it probably
oh
still
well.
says it on there. I can change them after the stream.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you got for questions?
What else do I
Any
have
more?
here? How will the Falcon and Winter Soldier top that insane aerial sequence?
Straight up
That's the last
though.
one I got. Oh
What a great
man. Like
start.
how do you top that? Like I mean, yeah, you can have like
More?
the
Yeah, I
duo
was gonna
Cap
say
or the duo Falcon Winter Soldier
that.
fighting around kind of
Oh,
in the same kind of esque of Age of
hmm
Ultron when they're fighting around the piston thing.
uh, I'm thinking. Just thinking back to the trailer. Where's that semi truck scene? I think that's gonna blow
Yeah,
everybody's
that's
socks
gonna be
off, man.
sick.
I think
That's gonna be
that's
so
gonna be
cool.
awesome. That's
Or
gonna
the
be.
next time they jump out of the plane when Bucky's like, "So what's the plan?" and then
Yeah.
Sam doesn't say a fucking word and he just
It's
jumps.
just gone.
It's
Yeah.
like, okay, so no plan. Let me
Oh, I
just,
can't
put
wait
on
till.
my parachute because I don't have wings.
Yeah, straight up though. Oh, I can't wait till we actually officially introduce Bucky Barnes into the list of MCU characters who look at another character and just back off a plane, including Sam Wilson after this episode, the Incredible Hulk, and Iron Man. Can't wait to
Yeah,
do that next episode or whatever episode it comes in.
yeah. So yeah,
But yeah,
I think that's all I got.
that's all you got. I'm looking at a couple questions here, but we already really went all of these.
Yeah,
We really went deep in all of these, especially last episode. If you guys didn't watch that, J Flawless 7, check his channel. That's got last week's episode where we did just pre-show kind of theory situation before this. So
yeah,
check that out.
yeah. A lot of
Again,
theories, a lot of off-topic stuff. If you like watching people go off topic a whole lot because it happens a lot
hey,
here. But I
no,
mean,
dude.
it's good content.
I was gonna say that's what a lot of people I actually like watching. They just kind
Yeah.
of go off into their own bits and stuff, and it makes them seem
Yeah, and
great.
then they
So like,
realize
hey,
that they're not talking about what they're here to talk about, and they're like, "Hey, no,
yeah,
no, 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 this isn't a hockey podcast. This isn't a we're not doing a Star Wars thing right now. We're not talking Power Rangers, but
Power Rangers. No,
go
exactly.
go Power Rangers."
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
So
But
but
yeah,
yeah.
no,
So if
yeah.
you like what you see here today, we will be back next week. Are we going on your channel next week, Frosty?
I like just sticking it here. This is kind
Yeah.
of a fun jam, man. Like, we'll get more
Ooh.
people onto
Ooh,
your channel, and if you guys,
another message from Final Friday Gamer. Book of Boba Fett or Spider-Man No Way Home both come out in December. Yes, they do. Yes, they
and I
do. And
stay.
I am so
Oh,
excited for the Book of Boba Fett. Oh
right.
my God.
Okay. There you go. If you guys if you wanna check it out, go to over to the Anything Geek channel, and you can check it down below there with the YouTube link, and you can find our Mandalorian breakdowns.
Yeah,
So like, you
I
check
think
it
we
out.
only have one of them because
Yeah, the other one
real
broke.
life kicked us in the ass when we were going to do the finale. And I
Yeah,
mean, that would have been such a good show, but
great finale though.
regardless, great episode there.
But
Great
yeah,
series. I can't wait for them to come
basically,
back with season 3.
right? Basically, you're gonna hear our love for
Yeah,
it. Like
pretty much
we're gushing
whenever
right
there's a
now.
new Marvel show or Star Wars show, or basically we're following along with Disney Plus's platform and
Yeah,
everything that they're pumping out as far as Marvel, Star Wars, and that kind of stuff goes. We'll be here. We'll be breaking it down right here, Flawless7 on YouTube, on Twitch, and maybe sometimes we'll pop on over to Frosty's channel and give him some love over at
Frosty's
Anything
Frosty.
Geek.
Anything
Frosty's
Geek is for all
Frosty.
of us.
Yeah.
Anything Geek is our whole network situation. So if you just like us all as a unit, come check out Anything Geek. If you want my personal stuff, go to Fr0zd. I don't use it much, but I'll do it for like funny VR chats and like just gameplay and stuff. But once again, though, you want us all. The Discord is the home page for
Yes.
everything and anything geek with all of
I'm gonna
us, all
pop
the
that in the
hosts.
chat one more time.
Yeah, hit us up on Discord. You can come talk to us one on one while we're gaming, game with us. You can get notified for any of our streams, any of our YouTube stuff. And then, yeah, just talk to us in general because we just bullshit. We just have a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah, we just talk a lot. We got
Yeah,
voice
so if you,
chats, we've got text chats, and
we got me and
and for for those of you that know how to use it, we have TTS.
just not while streaming, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, anyways, we will be right back here next week for episode 2 of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Once again, I am Frosty. I'm not Frosty.
And I'm Jay Flawless 7. Thank you so much for coming
I
out
am
and
Jay
watching the
Flawless
boys.
7. Thank you so much for coming out and watching the boys. Follow me at Jay Flawless 7 on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Instagram. Follow Frosty on all of his stuff. I'll let him shill his stuff, and then we'll get back to this last thing that Final Friday is here saying. I'm so glad you're coming out, and so upset that we got to leave you, but come back next week, and we will be here.
We will be here. Basically, the only thing I'm shelling out is basically if you like all of us, go to Anything Geek. You like me personally, go to Fr0zd. Check me out, Frosty. It's spelt like this on Twitter. Go to that. If
That's
you
a 0, not an O.
yes, with a 0, none, no. Spelled just like that. Go to me there on Twitter. If you want all of us, it's Anything Geek. That's where we're all just, that's our network where we hang out at and we all have a good time because we talk anything, everything geek over there. So, yeah, no, let's do that last question then.
Awesome. Final Friday Gamer says Marvel and Star Wars are doing everything we all want in these shows. It's like they're listening to us finally. It's a good time to be a Marvel and Star Wars fan. I
Absolutely.
completely agree. Absolutely.
What a
I said it as soon
wonderful
as Disney bought Star Wars and bought Fox and Marvel and all that. They can milk the absolute crap out of all the stuff that I love, and I will eat it all up.
Yeah, no, that's thank you once again for coming out and talking to us, man.
Yes,
Don't even
don't
worry
forget to
about
like
it.
and
Like,
subscribe on Twitter and on Twitch
hit us up on the
and
Discord. Check out social
YouTube
media
and
links.
stuff and all of that. And if
Get
you
everybody.
really like what you see and want to be super generous, tip at streamlabs.com/jflawless7/tip. Money goes to me, but
Just making
yeah,
this all
it
better
makes
for you
this
guys.
all better. The
It
next
goes
thing
to
I'm looking at doing is figuring out a way to, make my background a little cooler.
true.
Yeah.
But
So
again, what a wonderful sentiment to go off about. Like, everybody is definitely listening to us and finally producing some content where we can do stuff like this and
yeah,
just be so passionate
and just
about.
fanboy the hell out on stuff that we
Absolutely.
love. Like more Star Wars and Marvel content has been made in the last 10 years than there has been in the last 50.
Yeah. And it's all fresh, new content, not just rehashes, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
Force
So,
Awakens. I
It's
love
like a
my
poem.
sequels, but I cannot deny that The Force Awakens was just a rehash of A New Hope.
It's like a poem. Everything flows and it's all repeating. And
And this is
yeah,
pod racing.
let's start spinning. That's a good trick.
Yeah. Anyway,
All
speaking
right.
of Star
Yeah.
Wars, I will be back probably tomorrow and Sunday starting my playthrough stream of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, a game I've already played a bunch of times, but I love it so much I want to play it for you guys.
Hell
If
yeah.
you like other Star Wars content, go check out my series that I did on the Battlefront 2 gameplay. It is great. It is
Finished.
just my semi raw reaction because I hadn't played it in a long time. So if you guys are into that stuff, go check it out. Once
And
again,
it just finished. So you
it
have the
just
whole
finished
series.
yesterday, and you can even
So you
go
got the whole
watch the stream that
thing.
just cuts out suddenly because I was an idiot and unplugged all my stuff.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But we
Oh
do.
well.
That means you just have that whole series to watch. So if you haven't you don't know
Absolutely.
about it or anything, you got that whole thing. It don't even have to wait for nothing. It's right there at your fingertips.
But yeah, once again, I am Jay Flawless. He is Frosty. We'll be back next Friday for episode 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. See you guys later. I'm going to go finish watching the Canucks. Wish them luck. Wish me luck. Because I just want them to win. All right, guys. See you later.